good evening, afternoon, night, wherever you guys are time traveling today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a random Thursday vlog. Well, sit down talk type thing. So I have some things I need to discuss. Get out off my chest. There's things that, it's just one of those things. It's just things that, I have to say. One. Shoot. I was going to say something. I swear I had something good today. I swear it wasn't going to be legitimately just random stuff. I swear. Yes, okay, never mind. So, as you guys can tell, I ramble so much. Like, I just start talking about one thing, and then when I'm talking about this one thing, I'm like, oh, there's something else I can talk about too. Go down this direction. Oh, and then there's this thing. And then it leads back to the normal conversation at hand. I do that so much that, and I just change topics randomly, too. Randomly. Like, me and my sister, we're just talking about cats. And then I start talking about video games. We're talking about cats, and, we're talking about how her cat's doing, and I'm like, uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, did you hear about this one video game that's coming out? And she's like, we were just talking about cats. How did you get cats from video games? I'm like, maybe because there's a cat in that video game? You can't beat me at my own game. So I just ramble a lot, really a lot, and I don't talk that fast. I don't know. Would you say I talk fast? I don't think I talk fast. I don't think so. No, I don't talk fast that much. That fast. If I talk fast, these videos would be like 5 minutes long. Each of them, all of them, 5 minutes long, all of them. All right, that's one thing I got out of the way. Grabbing the complete randomness thing, and shoot, Kobe. Second thing I gotta get off my chest. Okay. So this is gonna be one of those things that is just gonna go from shh to shh. Story time. Well, not really story time. Okay. Don't be like, Cornelius, you hate what? Because I don't hate anyone. Hate is a very strong word, my friends. I strongly dislike people that think that because they just do 2 more things than you at the certain thing that you do, 2 more things than you, that they're automatically better than you. Yep, no, forget this. It's story time. It is story time. Get your popcorn. Get your snacks, whatever, because it's gonna go down. Story time. So we're going to change some names up a bit, right? We're gonna change names. We don't wanna give away the story too much to people. But, you know, the good thing, what I like about YouTube is, if you don't like me, if you don't like what I have to say, it's your problem, okay? If you don't like what I have to say, if you don't like my views on things, yeah, sure, go ahead. Put it in the comment section. But then, don't expect me not to fire back at you with something else, okay? Don't expect me to fire back something at you, something else. Be completely calm with you and everything like that. Be completely, totally fine with you. And then, you come back at me. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? And then I'm just going to say this right now. If you don't like what I have to say, if you don't like what I do, if you don't like my views, you know, there's this easy little red button at the by my icon on my by my logo, by that little button right there, and it says subscribe. And if you're subscribed to me and you don't like what I had to say or anything like that, you can easily just boop, unsubscribe and never have to see myself again. Never have to see me again. Or you can just hit that little dislike button and then unsubscribe to me. I don't care which one. It doesn't bother me because this channel is not for me. It's for you guys. Anywho, let's get on with the story. So, we're gonna change some names up in here. And it involves 3 people. Me, of course. My good friend Haley. Okay. And camera, focus. 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 Good job. Good job, camera. And an okay guy. No, sorry. He's a good guy. Personality-wise, he's a good guy. When it comes to other things, and his name's gonna be John. Sure, let's go John. Not John Stewart. Don't worry, it's not John Stewart. John Stewart, if you're watching this is not about you, man. It's not about you. But it's not about John Stewart. You know what? Let's not do John. Let's do James. Alright, okay. So, let's set the scene. Junior year. Oh, yes. Junior year, guys. We're going all the way back to junior year. Junior year. Passing period. I think it was after school. I believe it was after school. And... no, it was after orchestra. So, junior year after orchestra. Putting on my bass, because I rock on the bass. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm a MLG bass pro master. No, I'm not even close. I'm far from that. But anyways, so after school, not after school, after orchestra, putting on my bass, walking through to grab my stuff. James walks up. And this is junior year. So, if this is, I'm not saying this is 100%, 110% this, how this went down. It's just how I remember it went down. And it's probably not 110% right. So, James walks up to me and say, and he says something. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, and he's like, well, I thought you should know because I'm in jazz ensemble and you're in jazz lab. And I'm like, hold up, boy. I said that in my head, but it bothered me. And I'm like, dude, I had the choice of being in jazz lab and jazz ensemble. I had a choice. Okay? I had a choice. I heard that you were pretty good, alright? I heard that you were pretty good and you're pretty awesome at the bass, right? So I'm like, you know what? Let that kid have it. He's been working at jazz longer. I'm just starting jazz this year, Let me just start out from the bottom and work my way up, So, oh man, I never let that down. And he never let me live that down until I graduated high school, and I don't ever see him again. I'm super glad I don't see him again. Anyways, so that happened. That's like number one. That's like everything. That's just a itty bitty tip of the iceberg right there. There's more of the iceberg down below. As I said, I don't like it when people act like they're a know-it-all, right? There's a time where, there's a time where I get it, you're helping, but there's also a time where you should just know that you're not always right. There's a time for that. So, let's fast forward to senior year, alright? Junior year was just a fantastic time for the bass section. Bass section, we were, we had fun. Then we had our arguments. We had arguments more than that. We had fun. So, and Haley was our bass section leader. Even though people don't want to admit it, she was our bass section leader. And so, Haley, she wasn't treated right. And I'm like, yo, what the heck? So, so let's just fast forward to senior year, right? And yeah, and like, I'm not putting all the blame. You guys should know, I don't like putting all the blame on one person. There's multiple people. 3 people in the story had moments where they could just fix it by just saying I'm sorry or sorry like that, and instead of that, we just let our egos go out of control. Like, I 110% let my ego go everywhere. There's sometimes where I swallowed my pride and ego. I'm like, you know what? Yes, James, you are better than me. You are better than me at the bass, but that doesn't mean that you have to just keep on hammering that at me. I get it. You're better. You don't have to keep on going, okay? You don't have to keep on rubbing that in someone's face every day. But, Haley saw that, James was catching up on the bass scale to her. And, he was catching up to her. So that made it a competition. Oh, yeah. Making music a competition is so much fun. Why can't we all just get along? No, we don't. No. But anyways, yeah. So Haley and Nolan started competing. Shit. Haley and James started competing. Fuck. Haley and James started competing against each other, and then I got dragged into it sometimes, and I tried getting out of it, and I got dragged back into it. I tried getting out of it and everything like that. But the final straw for me, for James, where I'm like, I just don't want to see you ever again, and you're just bad mojo, and you're just wanting to make everything a living heck for me, is you guys know I went up to Canada. I went up to Canada for a week, had an amazing time. I also practiced my marching band music too. I practiced everything. I tried because I knew that people are not going to like me for going to Canada. People are not going to like me for leaving marching band for a week. And so they expected me to be gone Monday through Monday. I came back Sunday, being the guy like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go back to marching band that Sunday, and so that way I'm not missing anything else, right? So made it back, got there, made it like 2 hours, like an hour and a half early. And so making sure all my stuff is in tune and everything like that. And then I got 3 different types of responses when I came back. I got welcome back. I got hugs and glad that I was back. And I got you should have just stayed in Canada. We don't need you. Reactions, basically. That was my final straw when this part happened, because he just made me not feel like I was needed there at all. So, I was there, I was doing pep band music with my trombone. I was playing the trombone, pep band music and everything like that. He came up to me, he's like, hey, where's that strap that I'm letting you use? And I'm like, okay, it's in my bag. It's in the bag. And he's like, okay, went to go get it. And so we're like, okay. And so we decided on doing a full run through, right? I'm like, okay, I need that strap because carrying an electric bass and just going at it, it's not going to help. It's not. I have to hold it with my thumb like this and play it like this without the strap. And then you guys are like, whoa, Cornelius, you could have just sat down. Well, there was no stools for me to sit down on, man. Anywhoosies. So, yeah. And I had a strap. And so after we do this full run through, I'm like, yo, where's the strap? Because I kind of need it, I kind of need that for the show, I kind of need that, man. And he's like, it's on my bass. I'm like, okay, thank you. I walk, and he's like, well, why won't you just get your own? I'm like, because I don't have the money. He's like, you just came from Canada. And I'm like, bro. And I kind of blew up at him. I'm like, bro, I didn't pay for that Canada trip. It would be a different story if I paid for that Canada's trip. It would be a different story. My dad paid for that Canada trip. It was a family vacation. Family vacation. Family flipping vacation. And I'm like, dude, I'm sick and tired of your bullcrap. I'm just done with you. I'm done. I was at that moment. I was at the flipping the chair moment. And I'm like, dude, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of you. And so I walked away from him. Didn't talk to him. Have not talked to him ever since that. Because it was just bad. That just didn't help me at all. So Friday, that next day, I threw in the towel. For that marching band. Marching band is one of the most awesomest experience. If you guys have a chance to experience marching band, or if you guys had a chance to experience marching band, you know what I'm talking about. It's amazing. But I threw in the towel, and I'm like, yo, thank you. I talked to my band director. I'm like, yo, thank you for everything that you have done for me and everything. I just can't handle it anymore. And he's like, it's okay. I understand. So I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna get going. And he's like, you don't have to tell me anything now. Just I will know if you're done, then you're done. If you're not back by the end of lunch break, I know your answer. I'm like, okay. He's like, I bet you want to go home now. I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to go home. I kind of want to get out of here right now. Because I was literally at the point of breaking. So I grabbed my stuff and I hightailed it out of there. But, as I said, it's a great experience. Don't pass it up for anything. And, yeah, I get it. I'm going to have people like that I'm gonna have people like that. But dealing with it for 2.5 years kind of just sucked. And you know, that next day, that next day, I figured out that I was going to be moving down here to Florida. So that's a whole different other story for another day. But anyways, guys, this is longer than I wanted it to go. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, I love you all. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys are amazing, best audience I could ask for. And as I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys don't like my views, if you guys don't like what I say, if you guys don't want to hear it, you know, I don't need the hate comments. Yeah, I'm going to get hate comments no matter what I say, but I don't need them. If you guys just don't want to hear it, if you guys don't want to see it, just don't watch my videos, unsubscribe, unfollow me. As I said, this channel is not for me. I don't care if we stay at 29 subscribers for the rest of my YouTube career. I don't care. Okay? I don't care if we stay at 29 subscribers for the rest of my YouTube career. What I do care about is to making people laugh, be happy, and share my experience. You know? So, yeah, guys. I couldn't ask for a better audience, to be honest. A better 29 subscribers. You guys are amazing. You guys are great. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, see you guys in the next video. Stay classy, my friends.